Okay, today we're going to look at expanding double brackets, and in an exam situation that will say expand and simplify, because what you need to do first is expand the double brackets and then simplify your answer. Now, to do that, we're going to use what we call an area model, and you might have heard of it as the grid method, which you can use just for multiplying normal 2, 3, 4-digit numbers. And it starts by partitioning the numbers. In this case, we're going to partition the brackets because we're going to multiply everything inside this bracket by everything inside this bracket. So if I draw myself a grid, and it's going to be a multiplication grid, and I'm going to partition my first bracket. We call these factors. Okay, so we've got x plus 7, we've got x and positive 7, and then x and positive 3, x and positive 3, and we're going to multiply all of those things together. So we've got x multiplied by x, which is x squared, because we know anything times by itself is squared. X times positive 7x, and x times positive 3x, we've got 3 lots of it, positive 3 multiplied by positive 7, positive 21. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we've done the expanding bit, and that would give you 1 of the marks, but then what we need to do is simplify it. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to write down everything inside that grid. So we've got x squared, so we're going to write x squared, and I'm going to tick it off as I've done it. I suggest you do as well. Then we've got add 7x. I'm going to tick it off. We've got add 3x. So add 3x. And then add 21. We've written it all down. And again, that's still only 1 mark because we've done the expand bit. Then to get that second mark, we need to simplify. We need to find like terms. So we've got an x squared and we've got x's. Now these aren't like terms. So if we think of those as a number, if that was, for example, number 2, 2 squared is 4, but but x is just 2. So they're not the same thing. So we can only actually simplify this x section. So we've got 7 lots of x, add 3 lots of x. So that gives us positive 10x, and then everything else stays the same. So our answer would be x squared, add 10x, add 21. Let's have a look at the next one. And I've kept the numbers the same, but I've just changed the signs to show you what effect that has on your answer. So again, we're going to partition these factors. So we've got x and positive 7, x and negative 3. And now the signs become important. So we've got x multiplied by x, which is x squared, x multiplied by positive 7, positive 7x. X multiplied by negative 3. Now when we've got a positive and we're multiplying it by a negative, our answer is going to be negative. So we've got negative 3x, negative 3 lots of x. Negative 3 multiplied by positive 7, a negative multiplied by a positive is a negative, so we've got negative 21. So we're going to write all these down now. So x squared, tick it off, plus 7x, take away 3x or negative 3x, tick it off, and then negative 21. And again, it's just these 2 terms that are x's that we can simplify. So we've got positive 7x, take away 3x. So starting with positive 7 and subtracting 3. So we've got positive 4 lots of x. These stay the same. So x squared, add 4x, take away 21. And that would be our answer. And you can see the difference here. When one's negative, we end up with a negative constant, okay, and a different value of x. So let's have a look at if we change the negatives around or if we have 2 negatives. So looking at these next 2 then. So we've got x and x take away 7 and x add 3. So let's put it into our grid. X and negative 7, x and positive 3. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 7, and negative times positive is a negative, so we've got negative 7 lots of x. X times positive 3x, and positive 3 multiplied by 7, again, is negative 21. So we're going to write those down. So we start off with x squared. We can tick it off. And I've got negative 7x. Okay, add 3x. And then negative 21. And again, we can only ever simplify this middle section of x's, or sometimes it's not an x, okay? So we're starting off at -7 lots of x and we're adding on 3x. So actually we've got -7 add 3, which is -4. So we've got -4 lots of x and that's been simplified. Everything else stays the same. So our answer is x squared take away 4x, take away 21. So this last one then, when we've got two negatives, so we've got x and -7, x and -3. Okay, so x times x is x squared. X times by x times by -7 is -7x. X multiplied by -3 is -3x. Okay, and -3 multiplied by -7, and negative multiplied by negative is a positive, so it's positive 21. So we're going to write these down. We've got x squared and we're going to tick it off. And then take away 7x. Then we've got take away 3x. Tick it off. And then we've got add 21. Okay, we've got to simplify this section here with the x's, and we're starting off at -7 and then subtracting another 3x. So when you're subtracting, it's getting lower. So in this case, it's getting further away from 0. So we've got -7 take away 3x, okay, which is -10x. These stay the same. So we've got x squared, take away 10x, add 21. And that's our answer. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to pause my video, have a go at the questions, which I'm going to show you now, and then press play when you are ready and I will model through those. So there's 4 questions there for you. You have a go, pause it, press play when you're ready. Okay, hopefully you have had a go at those. I'm going to model through them now for you to check. So we've got x and +4, x and +6. So x squared add 4x, add 6x, add 24. So when we write those down, we've got x squared add 4x, add 6x, add 24. And we can simplify this section. Okay, so we've got 4x add 6x, which is 10x. So we should have got x squared add 10x, add 24. The next one then, and I've not kept the numbers the same this time, so you have to use your brain a little bit. Okay, so we've got x, add 5, x, and take away 7. So we've got x squared, add 5x, take away 7x, and then -35. So x squared add 5x, take away 7x, take away 35, and simplifying this section, so we've got 5 and then taking away 7, so our answer is going to be negative, so that's -2x, and the rest stays the same, so we've got x squared, take away 2x, take away 35. Okay, looking at the third one then, into our grid. So we've got, in this case it's y, it works exactly the same. So we've got y and -3. We've got y and +4. We're timesing those. So we've got y squared, and we've got -3y, +4y, and then -12, because the positive times by a negative is negative. So y squared, take away 3y, add 4y, take away 12. So we're going to simplify this section. So -3 add 4. So if you start off at -3, it's going to go -3, -2, -1, 0, and then 1. So we've got +1y. Now in algebra, we don't usually put 1 if the answer's +1 or -1. We usually just put add y. Okay, so we end up with y squared, add y, take away 12. And then our final one, okay, it's an m. I'm going to put it into our grid. So we've got m, take away 5, m, take away 2. So m squared minus 5m negative 5m. I don't like using the word minus. M multiplied by negative 2, negative 2m. And then negative 2 multiplies by negative 5. And negative times negative is positive, so we've got positive 10. So if we write them down, we've got m squared, take away 5m, take away 2m, add 10. Okay, and then we can simplify this bit. So we're starting at negative 5 and we're taking away another 2. So it's going to get, if you think about its temperature, it's going to get colder. So it's going to get further away from 0. So we've got negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. So we've got negative 7, lots of m. So m squared, take away 7m, add 10. Hoping you got those ones right. What I'm going to do is look at doing a video tomorrow of factorising, which is the opposite, where we start with an expression like this and we're wanting to get it into double brackets. So look out for that coming tomorrow.